Welcome back. We are now visiting with Miss Tiffany Stewart, or Mrs. Roper, as you are portraying today, because we have the Mrs. Roper Romp this Saturday in downtown Lafayette. The first one ever in Lafayette.
It is.
But for our viewers who aren't too sure who you're looking like today, or what the Mrs. Roper Romp is, can you explain for us?
Sure. So Mrs. Roper Romp actually celebrates the essence of Mrs. Roper from the beloved comedy series Three's Company. So if you're a 70s baby, you'll remember Three's Company with Mrs. Roper and her husband Stanley. They were the landlords. And she had this unique, beautiful style that I feel that everyone should adopt. It just makes sense, especially in 100-degree weather. Mm-hmm. So the Mrs. Roper Romp is actually just a quick little fun event that's going to happen downtown in Lafayette. We're going to start at the Bougie Bar, and we're going to be there from 3 to 5, checking in people, and if they want to make candles, they can make candles. Bougie Bar is going to give us $10 back on the candles, and the money, the proceeds from the Roper Romp are actually going to the Period Purse Project. And that actually works towards supplying local schools with menstrual products. So it's all for a good cause, but it's also, even more important, a good time.
And the Period Purse Project were last year, I think, in the info you had sent me, you guys were able to support all of the middle school and high schools?
All of the middle school and high schools. So what we did is we kind of broke it out to where every quarter we would bring a bundle of supplies to every school, every middle school and high school, and a couple of elementary schools as well, because times are changing. Mm-hmm. And as schools needed, they would just call us and we would kind of give them a spot check and help them out there. But since those products aren't supplied in schools anymore, it's important that the girls have those. Mm-hmm. It keeps girls on the same level playing field as boys. They're no longer missing class. They're not truants, because they're dealing with, that part of life.
So a fun event, but also for a really great cause, helping support the Period Purse Project. Again, the Mrs. Roper Romp this Saturday, August 5th in downtown Lafayette. Check-in, as you said, is 3 to 5 p.m.
3 to 5 p.m. And then from there, we'll keep moving on, and we will finally land. The end of the night will be at the Hideaway on Lee, where we will be celebrating with our friends, the Magnolites, a 70s cover band.
Awesome. And I think you may have mentioned this, but I just want to stress, you're encouraging everyone to dress up in Mrs. Roper attire.
Well, yes, you have to show up as Mrs. Roper if you want to be part of the romp. No Stanleys allowed unless they're dressed like Mrs. Roper. Then they can come.
Perfect. Bring out your best Mrs. Roper attire for the Mrs. Roper Romp, benefiting the Period Purse Project this Saturday in downtown Lafayette. That's August 5th.